Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Talks with the ARC Trust webinar series. My name is Sarah Geis, and I'm the Senior Director of Engagement for the ARC Master Trust, a program of the ARC of Indiana. I want to thank you all for watching our webinar series. And as a reminder, all of our webinars are recorded and made available on our website to view at any time. To see other webinars in this series, you can go to thearctrust.org and click on the webinar and videos button in the banner. In today's webinar, we will be talking about what to expect when requesting vehicle or home purchases from your ARC Master Trust. As a reminder, funds in a special needs trust are used at the discretion of the trustee. When requesting a purchase for larger items, the trustee will need to approve the disbursement of the funds for that purchase. This means that the trustee will want to have a conversation with the trust beneficiary or their key people to ensure that the purchase is in the best interest of the trust beneficiary and sets the beneficiary up for financial success. We'll first talk about the steps to request purchasing a vehicle through an ARC Master Trust account. If the trust beneficiary has SSI or Medicaid, it's important to know that these agencies will exempt the value of one vehicle. Any additional vehicles would count towards the individual's asset limit. If someone wants their trust to purchase a vehicle and they have an existing vehicle, they will need to either trade in their existing car during the sale or sell the car before another one is purchased. Cars purchased from an ARC Trust account must be purchased through a licensed dealer or business. We cannot purchase cars from individuals or via online postings through Craigslist, Facebook, or others. If the trust pays for the vehicle in full, the trust will hold a lien on the vehicle, and the title will be held with the ARC Master Trust. We do this for a number of reasons. First, this ensures that if the vehicle is sold in the future, it is sold at fair market value. This also ensures that the beneficiary is not taken advantage of at the time of the sale. If the car is totaled or stolen, we are also notified should the vehicle be found. If the trust is closed, meaning that there is no more money remaining in the trust account, the title will be released to the beneficiary or their key person. If the trust beneficiary will be the person driving the vehicle, they will be considered the owner of the vehicle, even if the trust holds the lien. If the trust beneficiary cannot drive and there will be another driver, such as a parent or spouse, the parent, spouse, or other individual will be considered the owner of the vehicle. Let's say that a trust beneficiary has found a car that they would like to purchase, and they reach out to their account manager to inform them that they have found a vehicle. The account manager will ask for a copy of the beneficiary's valid driver's license. If the beneficiary is not going to be the person driving the car, we will need a copy of the valid driver's license of the person who will be the primary driver of the vehicle. We will also need the vehicle sales sheet, this is sometimes known as the vehicle invoice, from the dealership. This information will be sent to our Chief Trust Officer, who will review the sales sheet with the Kelley Blue Book information for the make and model of the vehicle. If our Chief Trust Officer has questions about the price of the vehicle or the type of vehicle being purchased, they will let the account manager know these questions, and the account manager will reach out to the trust beneficiary or the key person. With vehicle purchases, we will want to make sure that the purchase of the vehicle sets the trust beneficiary up for financial success in the long term. For example, if a trust beneficiary has $40,000 in their trust account and finds a $40,000 vehicle that they want to purchase, the Chief Trust Officer might deny that purchase. This is because there would be no money left to pay for car insurance, maintenance, registration, or accessibility modifications, which could negatively impact the financial well-being of the beneficiary in the long term. We would also want to ensure that the vehicle that the beneficiary wants to purchase is accessible to their needs. If a trust beneficiary uses a wheelchair or other mobility device, we want to make sure that the vehicle they want to purchase is already accommodating their needs or can be modified in order to meet their needs. All these factors are taken into consideration when reviewing vehicle information. Once the vehicle has been approved for purchase, a check will be written to the dealership. Typically, the cost of the vehicle is paid for in full but different payment options can be available. We would recommend talking with your account manager if this is something that the trust beneficiary is interested in. The payment can be sent to the dealership directly or to the trust beneficiary or key person. Purchasing a home through an ARC Master Trust has similar steps as purchasing a vehicle. Like with purchasing a vehicle, if the trust beneficiary receives SSI or Medicaid, it's important to know that these agencies will exempt the value of one home if the home is the primary residence or an income-producing rental property. Any additional homes that the beneficiary owns would count towards that individual's asset limit. If a trust beneficiary wants to purchase a home with their trust, there will be some initial questions that their account manager will ask them or might ask their key people. This helps us learn information about what the trust beneficiary or key people have already done in their home buying process. Like with vehicles, we want to make sure that the purchase of the home allows for the trust beneficiary to be financially secure in the future for any maintenance costs associated with long-term home purchases. Ensuring that the trust beneficiary is set up for long-term success is our top priority. And these are examples of the questions that an account manager might ask. This information will be sent to our Chief Trust Officer, who will reach out to the trust beneficiary or key person to continue the conversation. If there is a home in mind, we will want to see the full inspection of the home as well as the MLS agreement. Like with vehicles, we typically pay for homes in full unless we've had a conversation with the trust beneficiary or key people about other payment options. The ARC Master Trust will pay the full purchase price of the home. We will have a mortgage on the home, and the mortgage would have to be recorded. If a trust beneficiary is interested in purchasing a mobile home, the process is the same, except that the ARC Master Trust will have a lien on the home and hold the title. The trust beneficiary or key person would be considered the owner. Thank you all again for watching, and we hope that you found this informative. If you have questions or would like to learn more, please visit our website, send us an email, or give us a call. You can also join us on social media to learn more.